from the front.
All right, boys. Lock in.
It's our core foundation, man. Grit.
I'm fired up. I'm fired the f*** up, boys.
It's bumping right now. It's got my juices pumping, boys.
All right. We are live.
Live.
Pregame show. Lions, Packers. Wow. We are here. Football season's upon us. We've waited long enough. We've watched Red Zone. Now it's time to get into this pregame show. Klotzy's joining us in a second. We got Caleb, Mike, me, Booner. Of course, if you're watching, hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll get to our bets later in the show. Lots to get to today. We have a Jameson Williams extension we haven't gotten to talk about. Aidan Hutchinson contract extension that we have more news on. But, boys, we are back. It's football season.
We are. It is. It's exciting. Week one. If it doesn't actually, honestly, it doesn't feel real that football is back. Like, it doesn't feel real at all that we're sitting here. We have Lions football, which, by the way, I hate the fact that it's at 4:30. I wish it was just a 1 o'clock game and get it out of the way. And we were able just to get this, especially at Lambeau Field. Like, that's just – I just want to watch football at this point. We have been watching football all day at 1 o'clock, though, which has been nice. Klotz is back, though.
Come on, boys.
Lukas
I was going to
Klotz
say,
is
I
back.
have – well, how we doing, fellas? I feel like I haven't talked ball in like a fucking month or so. It's great to be back.
Let's go, Klotz.
I'm with you, Boone. I prefer the 1 o'clock window. But the Lions, high expectations, primetime games. It's going to happen. I can't wait, though. I cannot wait.
This is
back.
I bet we did doing our show just remotely. This is the first time we've been back in person, and I'll tell you what, I'm sweating. These bright lights, man. I'm not used to them yet.
Especially on the sunburn, dude.
I feel like I'm dripping sweat right now. But I'm pumped up, and we got the Kool-Aid. This is the first Kool-Aid jug of the year. I know you can't really see it on camera, but the first Kool-Aid jug of the year. Hopefully we get to drink that. I haven't done that in a long time. Was hoping versus the Commanders I was going to be able to, and who would have known that the Vikings game would have been my last one. But we're back. I'm ready to roll. And I have my bets tonight for the people.
The Booner Lay of the Day.
Booner Lay of the Day is back. The legacy player is back. And I may have a couple straight bets for the people, hopefully, here. So we do have bets. They are back. I'm pumped up for that. And the NFL has been crazy today, too.
Yeah, good.
A great first like slate of 1 p.m. games. It's been amazing.
Those Colts, baby.
The Colts, I got to say, the Jets with Aaron Glenn, they look really good. They look really good. So credit to Aaron Glenn, man. I honestly, I thought they'd struggle offensively. I don't know what Tanner Engstrand's over there now. They're doing a really good job today.
They are.
So it's been nice watching football. It's back. Yesterday night, it was almost actually today. It was like almost midnight, to be honest. Jameson Williams inks an extension. All right.
Out of nowhere, dude.
Nowhere.
Huge
It was like 11:30
extension.
at night. And this is why you can never sleep when it comes to Brad Holmes dropping news on Lions fans. It was like 11-something at night last night. Jameson Williams inks a 3-year deal.
It was weird because the alert came through that. And I thought it was funny that, like, the Lions start today at 4:30, and Shefty tweets out, Aidan Hutchinson will not have a deal before the NFL season starts. I'm like, all right, dude, that's like a 12 hours. Who cares? Like, we get it. It's probably not a deal getting
thanks
done.
for the update.
Yeah, and then within an hour,
it was
Jameson
minutes.
Williams comes out that he gets an extension. I'll say this about the extension, too, because I know a lot of people, the biggest thing with the extension was there's so many guys that this Lions team has to pay. Like Jeff yesterday, you kept saying Brian Branch is a big one, Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, Aidan Hutchinson. There's just so many guys you have to pay, and everyone, I think, and this isn't a slight at JMO, because we know the reason that this is a thing is because JMO is so good. Is everyone thought JMO was going to be the odd one out because you already signed a wide receiver at $30 million. So everyone was like, there's no way when JMO's due, you're going to have to pay him 35. You're going to pay him 36, 37. He's not the odd guy out anymore. And that leaves now we all have to sit here. Maybe I'm just going to say this, boys, because I'm going to go politically correct. Maybe there's no odd guy out. Maybe they sign everyone. Maybe they find a way to sign everyone.
That's not politically correct. That's called being high.
Brad might have it. Like, I was thinking yesterday, I was driving home, and I was just like, I was sitting there, I'm going, I would love to see Brad Holmes' books, like the financial books.
The algorithm for
I
the
want to
books.
see what their plan is, because they obviously have one, and they think they can re-sign a lot of these guys. I don't think the $27 million a year, Jeff, I know you don't like the deal as a whole because you're losing out on another guy. I thought $27 million a year is a steal. I think the money's a steal.
Yeah, it's not the money.
But it's the fact that you had that contract and now you might have to let go of someone else instead of JMO is, I think, the issue. So that's where I think some Lions fans and people are a little concerned about.
I think it's a slippery slope because, to your point, Booner, like, and I'll agree with you 100%. Like, getting Jameson Williams, especially in 2 years when that contract extension kicks in for $27 million, that's going to be like top 20 at that point if you think about at where it stands. And to have a player in Jameson Williams who talent-wise is probably top 15 in the NFL, could be more if he was in a different situation, that's a bargain. But where the problem for some people, and I don't even know if it's a problem, I should say question marks come in, is the importance of the wide receiver position, how easy it is to replace it compared to the other players that you have on the roster. Not saying that Jameson Williams' talent you can replace, because I don't think that's the case whatsoever. But when you look at the NFL, obviously the most important thing right now is the quarterback. But besides that, in my opinion, it's having a good run game and a good defense to support them. Because you look at all the great teams with elite quarterbacks like the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, who are their playmakers? There's no one that jumps out. Maybe the Chiefs with Rashee Rice, but they are just defensive teams that have good offensive lines and try to run the ball and control the clock. With the Lions, when you sign Jameson Williams, you look at Sam Laporta, pass blocker, has the opportunity to get in the run game and obviously play action. Brian Branch, safety, that's your do-it-all guy outside of Aidan Hutchinson, the most important player you have on the defense. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, that is your running game. Like, I know that David Montgomery's there, but when you think about the Detroit Lions and you think about that offense with the playmakers, the first guy you think of is Jahmyr Gibbs. So that's where the question mark comes in, is like, okay, if you have JMO, obviously that's great. What does that mean for these other players? Because I don't think they're as replaceable as a wide receiver too in the NFL.
Yeah, I think the money makes the money's actually a good contract.
I mean, the contract.
I understand the intent. Like for Brad, you're paying someone ahead of schedule, knowing they're probably going to get significantly more if he goes out and has a breakout year. Yeah. So you're getting ahead of it, which that's Brad Holmes. He did that with Aleem McNeil. Whether you agree with the contract or not, that was kind of his mindset with it. He did it with Jared Goff. You know, he's done it with Amon-Ra. He's done it with Penei Sewell. Like, this is what he does. So paying him, like, in theory, I understand it. I think the thing where I'm a little more worried is when it comes to paying guys. And again, I don't know what the books look like to be able to do all this,
especially in the future.
My thing is you just have to keep Brian Branch. I think they're going to sign Aidan. They have money for that. Obviously, they're talking.
Yeah, I think
right
that's going to get done soon.
To me, it's just Brian Branch. Like if he's the one, and then Laporta, I would love to have back. It's hard to have a tight end like that.
Well,
that good. It's actually more common to find a wide receiver too than it is a tight end one like that, just based on the NFL. But my worry is more so Brian, because he's going to get at least 20. What did Kyle Hamilton get? 25, 24, something like that. He's going to get somewhere in the 20s, kind of like what Kirby got. That's where I am a little more like, okay, I just want to see how he handles this, because if you end up losing Brian, I'm upset. You know, Brian Branch is one of the best he's probably the second best defensive player on this entire team. So as much as I love JMO, and I think the money, and like I said, in theory makes sense, I just don't want to see it affect Brian.
I saw a tweet yesterday that someone had brought up a good point, just saying, like, the fact that they did sign JMO, that might mean that Brad Holmes and that Lions organization, like the front office, they have a pretty good feeling that they're going to be able to get some of these guys under the market, if that makes sense. Like Laporta, like he might not want, like they might have already had conversations with guys like Laporta being like, hey, we know you're going to want to get paid a lot. Is there a conversation we can have where you can go a little under so we can keep some of these guys? Because like JMO, at the end of the day, if you're JMO, you probably could have got more than $27 million.
Without
JMO, there was no way JMO could have, like, and there was probably a conversation with JMO. There's probably a conversation with Laporta. I'm sure there's the same thing with Brian Branch. I'm sure there's the same thing with a lot of these guys where Brad has had dialogue and conversation with these guys and said, hey, we have a lot of guys to play that we have to pay. If we pay each one of you your actual worth and you guys are going to break the market and reset it, we're not going to be able to keep all of you guys. And he probably went to them and gave them an opportunity and said, hey, we will keep all of you guys and we will pay all of you guys, but each one of you do have to take a little bit of a less, a less mark. And like JMO, perfect example. JMO's worth probably, after this year, he'll be worth 30 plus million, almost 35. And they got him at 27. And JMO, you don't think JMO and his agent know that? If his agent doesn't know that, he has a bad agent. He needs to fire his agent, right? So like you would think that he knows that. It's the same thing with Brian Branch. I'm sure it's the same with Laporta. I'm sure it's going to be something similar with Gibbs and all of those guys. And Jack Campbell. Like, I'm sure Brad's had very good dialogue with those guys, and he feels confident. For him to get a JMO deal done, I would have to think he feels confident that they're going to be able to get some of these other ones done too. Or else he probably wouldn't have done it. Because you guys are right. That's your second wide receiver. It's not like it's your starting wide. You're not a wide receiver 1 or your tight end 1 or RB 1. It's your second option.
And he has wide receiver 1 potential. But the thing I look at is, and this is going to sound a little brutal, but I'm just being honest. I think when you're Brad Holmes and let's say they can't keep Brian and J-Mo, which they might be able to. I don't know. Again, I'm not the cap expert here, but I'm just throwing this idea out. What do you think? The Lions would be better off, in my opinion. I think they would still be an elite offense, or at least a very good offense without J-Mo. I don't think they could be an elite defense without Brian Branch. Is that crazy to say? That's my opinion.
That's fair. I do think either way. I'm with you. I think Brian Branch is better than Kirby. I don't even think this comes down to a J-Mo Brian Branch thing. I think it comes down to, it's like the Aleem McNeil signing that people hate that I bring up all the time.
You're spot on.
It's just you shouldn't have gave Kirby maybe that big deal or the Aleem McNeil money. Like there's just other deals that you made that it's like, who are you prioritizing? And they didn't prioritize Brian Branch, and that was the one. That's the one I think people look at it a little bit like Aleem McNeil he's the 3rd highest paid defensive tackle. Now you can't pay. There's a chance you can't pay one of the best safeties in the NFL. So they're like, that's where I look at all of that, to be honest.
No, I think that Aleem deal will be the one thing that, and I don't think Aleem's a bad player, but that will be like Brad's worst contract. I think that goes down because I don't see any of the players, because I think Aleem you're basing on projection, but it still was inconsistent. I think when you look at all the players that are about to get paid that are or already have gotten paid outside Aleem, Amon-Ra, Panay, Jared Goff, all those guys have just been consistent. With Aleem, it's up, down, injury, up, down, injury. And when you're paying him top 3 money, that it will come down crucially later in the team's history when you come next 2 or 3 seasons, because you're not gonna be able to extend guys. And even with J-Mo too, like to your point, Jeff, with the offense still being able to be elite, another reason why I think it's surprising is you got a guy behind J-Mo now that looks very promising in Isaac Tesla.
Traded up for him.
Who again, we haven't seen him play regular season snaps yet. But when you look at his game, when you look at his film, when you watch what he did preseason, tell me what Isaac Tesla won't be able to do as a wide receiver. He's a big body, good route runner, amazing hands, can block. That's a do-it-all type of guy. So, again, this isn't going back to, you shouldn't have re-signed J-Mo. This goes back to why it's a little bit more surprising than I think we would have thought when J-Mo got extended down the road.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, and again, people I see in the chat are like, Sam Laporta is easily replaceable.
No.
Here's the thing, all right, and I know Sam Laporta, tight ends like that maybe don't, they don't. You look at J-Mo, right? He's an explosive wide receiver, and that's easy to be like, he obviously there's not too many guys that can run like J-Mo. I understand that, but people underestimate how actually difficult it is to not only identify a tight end that can do what Laporta can do, but he does what only probably 5 to 6 guys in the NFL can do. Which, like, by the numbers is just like a tight end.
I will say,
like, I think, okay, no, what were you gonna say?
I'm not saying it's easy to find another Sam Laporta, but tight ends around the NFL. Like, obviously, you're not going to be like, here's a top 3 tight end. Here you go. But if you're talking about like positional groups, a positional group that you're going to be able to find and replace, like you see on Super Bowl teams, you see on a lot of different teams, they don't always Travis Kelce. You can find, and Brad did it already with Sam Laporta. He already went out there and identified in a draft where, mind you, there was like 4 tight ends that were ranked essentially the same and all went around the same time in the second round. And Brad was the first one to go get one. And instead of all Michael Mayer and all those other ones that everyone talked about, Brad was the one that evaluated and said, give me Sam Laporta. So, like, I think Brad can do it again.
But it's only one. He's had one.
He has. But again, like, look around the NFL with tight ends and look at great teams. Like, every good team in the NFL doesn't have a top 5 tight end. They have 1 or 2 tight ends that are very good. I think if you had to pick out a position on the offense that you're like, hey, what can we kind of go, move forward with? I mean, they had 3 touchdowns with Brock Wright one game. Like, they could figure it out. Sam Laporta wasn't great last year, and they still were 15-2, and they still were they had a historic offense, and he wasn't that good last year.
Yeah, but he was. But
we're acting like. But the thing, what I'm saying is, I'm with you. I don't want Sam Laporta to leave. I think he's an important player, but if you had to say, hey, what's one position that you can figure out and go out and get someone else and get 1 or 2 guys that can do what you need them to do, that's tight end. Like,
it's wide receiver 2.
Like, it is, but
it's over.
I would say wide receiver 2 and tight end. Like, you can put them right there in that category. See, and they obviously value their wide receiver 2 spot with Jared Goff. there as well. So, and I want,
especially with Goff, that's where I disagree. It's like he loves safety blankets, and you have probably a top 3 safety blanket at tight end. Like
we just can't act like it's like Sam Laporta look like he will never get another tight end like that. Like no,
I never said that.
He will.
I never said that. But what I'm saying is, Brad, in identifying wide receivers, we've seen a large sample size of that. We've seen him do an excellent job of that. And he doesn't need to replace Amon-Ra. He needs to replace a wide receiver too. Sam Laporta is your number 1 tight end.
I agree. Listen,
every
I agree.
year,
I just think that
every
positional
year,
value, tight end is probably one that you're like, we could figure that one out.
But I'm talking about wide receiver 2, not number 1 wide receiver. I agree with you. Number 1 wide receivers, you do ideally. But I'm talking about a top 3 tight end, all pro tight end as a rookie. Like with every single draft, every single year, look at how many good wide receivers come out to good tight ends.
Yeah.
There's a discrepancy there. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not, it's not the same. Like you probably have 5 guys, whatever it is, come out at wide receivers, probably 1, 2 tight ends.
And I think the thing with tight ends
that
too,
level,
when you're talking about like elite teams, I think tight end is what can be kind of that separating piece from when you're going up. Okay, now you're in the division round, the AFC Championship, or the NFC Championship, the Super Bowl. When you look at all these teams that do have good tight ends, how often do you guys?
Did the
how
Super Bowl
often do they
champs
hit
last
the market?
year have a top 5 tight end?
No, but they had a great plethora of options, to your point. But then if you look at the team and the Chiefs, who just won 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, one of the best of all time. When you look at the Niners, who are consistently good, George Kittle. When you look at the Ravens, Mark Andrews.
Well,
when
he's
you
not
look
the
at
only reason. You can't do that's not fair.
Well, when you look at it, let's look at who.
I'm just saying, we're talking about Super Bowl winners
okay,
here.
if we want
That's
to talk
not
about
fair.
Super Bowl,
Who was the Rams tight end with Matthew
Stafford?
Stafford?
Let's go down that route. Let's go down.
Who was the Rams tight end?
Let's go down that route.
Wasn't Higby? He had a knee injury.
What teams have dominated the last 15 years of Super Bowls? It's been the Patriots and the Chiefs.
I agree. No,
The
I'm
teams
with
that
you.
have
I've already,
dominated.
you guys,
But hold on,
you're making a point I already
Well,
said.
you're making arguments right now.
Let me just.
Then you agree with us.
This is why I give a slight edge to Laporta. And I'm not saying that, to your point, it's not like, oh, it has to be Laporta. But this is why I say Laporta, I think, is harder to replace, because when you look at the 49ers, they're not letting George Kittle go because they know that another George Kittle is not walking through that door. Brock Bowers will not leave the Raiders. Mark Andrews has not left the Ravens. And I think that Sam Laporta is a better guy than Mark Andrews. But what he can bring both to the run and pass game is something that I think within itself, who impacts the run and the pass more, Sam Laporta or Jameson Williams? End of story. I think that in the value in that, and you're going to have to pay him less money, obviously not anymore, but a wide receiver 2 or top 5 tight end, and J-Mo's probably top 5 wide receiver 2.
I get your guys' points, but at the end of the day, you're naming guys, and listen, I brought those guys up, and like with Gronk, with the Patriots, with Travis Kelce, but there are also a lot of other Super Bowl winners who just, you couldn't name their tight end, but they had 2 great wide receivers and a great running back. Like that happens. Like we're acting like this is something that like you cannot win if you end up losing to Sam Laporta. No, you can go find another tight end. No, you can go find another tight end and you can figure that out. That's my point. It's maybe it's not as big of a deal as it gets put as, because like you're naming Mark Andrews, they haven't gotten over the hump because guess what? They don't have a good wide receiver core. Because,
right, but they need one.
They need a number 1.
Yeah, but they don't have one though.
Exactly.
And then what's going on in San
number
Francisco? They have George Kittle, great piece, but what happens? They can't figure out their wide receiver room because guys keep asking to get traded. No, they had Debo, but then they're number 2 and number 3, and then the guys just keep getting traded. They ask for all this. Like it's consistency and it's having like the weapons that you feel most comfortable with. They obviously feel comfortable with Jameson Williams and Jared Goff. Obviously, like if Jared would rather have a Sam Laporta over J-Mo, he would have probably said, "Hey, let's not do this. Let's not do this J-Mo deal." Like
he has no input on that.
100% he does. You're just starting quarterback. They go to him and they go.
He's not going to Brad and be like, "I wouldn't sign this guy." I would sign this
guy. Not? That's not what I said.
You just said he would go to Brad.
What goes to Jared and says, "This is what our plan is." What are the guys that you like? Like, they want the guys in the room that he's comfortable with. They don't want if he doesn't like if they're like, "Hey, we're gonna have to get rid of one of these guys." He's not obviously going to be like, yeah, do this guy. No, but he's going to say, I would like J-Mo here for the next few years. They have that conversation.
But I think he wants all of them.
Obviously, but you have to have a conversation. Like, I would love to have everyone around me right now. But guess what? It's not always it can't happen. Right? Like, it's the same thing with with wide receivers, running backs, all that. Like, you can't always have every wide receiver and every tight end. Brad went to they had that conversation with Goff. And I'm not saying Goff said he chose, but obviously he feels comfortable enough to have J-Mo in that room, and he wants him there for the next 5 years, or else they wouldn't have made the deal.
Yeah, I'm not arguing anything
'Cause he
about
still
what
had 2
Jared
years
likes.
left.
Obviously, you like J-Maul. My argument is about what's probably easier to replace. And I think wide receiver 2 is easier to replace than tight end.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Which is
Not
fair.
number 1 wide receiver. I'm talking about number 2 wide receiver.
I think it just is.
Especially
I
when you
think it
draft
depends
Isaac
on-
Tesla, who I think can be a number 2 wide
I think
receiver.
it just depends on what teams value at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's all I think it comes down to.
Yeah, and and I think the money part of it too. Klotz, you brought up the tight ends are getting paid less than wide receivers. So if you have a tight end, you could put up 1,000 yards. I just think it's great too because you don't have to pay him 27 to 30 million. Like Trey McBride, I think is the highest paid at 20. So it's just one of those things. And the other report came out with Aidan Hutchinson too. His contract, they didn't get a deal done with him, but they said it's positive. They're moving in the right direction. I'm actually with golf. If you're Aidan Hutchinson's agent, there's no way you don't start the contracts at 47. How do you not start it at 47?
Yeah. There's no way.
That's malfeasance from an agent perspective.
If you're his agent and you just watch all the hell that Micah Parsons and the Cowboys just put each other through, you don't want to go through all of that. So you're going to make it very short after the season, or it's going to get done probably mid-season like Aleem does, if I had to guess. But after Hutch has that, there's going to be the clear, okay, Aidan Hutchinson, unanimously, we think it in Detroit, but recovering from an injury. Once he's back, they're going to get signed. Why, to your point, what sense does it make? I understand that as fans and as probably in the office for the Lions, everybody's like, hey, let's save our money here. But if you're Aidan Hutchinson, why does Aidan Hutchinson of all people have to save money? If Panay got paid the money that he did, which I think was very fair, like he's one of the most highest paid offensive tackles, Aidan Hutchinson is not going to take a pay cut in any way. Aidan Hutchinson's the guy that you pay a lot, and then you look at J-Mo, Laporta, all these guys that we just had to, and those are the guys that have to take the bargains. And if not, then hit the road. But Aidan Hutchinson, the best player outside of Panay on this football team, and you could put him in front of Panay, and I'm not going to complain. But that guy, you make him as happy as he wants, blank check.
Yeah, I'm not saying he will get more than Micah, but I think he has to start there. They might say, listen, Aidan, Micah's been an all-pro, Pro Bowler every year. Maybe we could. We can't give you that. That's 47. It's it looks like right now the outlier. But I'm saying they at least have to start there.
I did see something that the reason that it got to 47 was originally it was 42. But what happened was there's something with the taxes in Green Bay. So I don't know.
Damn taxes.
The way that these taxes work,
Yeah, the way.
I don't know. This was a tweet I saw. It could have been like a fake account for all I know, but that was essentially what I grasped.
Yeah,
it was originally at 42 and went up to 47 because of the way the money works up there at Lambeau Field.
I would say, hey, if I'm Aidan Hutchinson, I'm like, hey, man, I don't know what tax you could bring up, but something tax.
Make it fucking work.
Yeah, we'll bring it up,
make
dude.
me the
City
highest
tax
paid
in
player.
Detroit or something.
Instead of the hometown discount, it's like hometown tax. Like, give me 48, 47.
I bet you he gets 43.
I bet he's going to be. I don't see. I don't see a way that he gets paid under 47.
He hasn't won defensive
Maybe
player
47.
of the year.
Yeah, I can see
He's
under
not
40.
even an all-pro.
Boone,
What do you think he's going to do this year?
He's going to be the best player. He's the best player on the planet right now.
Boone also said he's the best defensive player living.
He is the best defensive player in the NFL.
Oh my God, Justin Fields is having a fucking day. But I think to that point though, Boone, I think you know it, Brad knows it, Hutch knows it. Why is his agent or the wallet not going to know it? You know what I mean?
No,
it's just like,
yeah, they know he's going to have a big year.
If you want to try to discount some of these other players, that's fine. If there's one player, especially if you're the locker room looking at how you move, if there's one player, you're not going to be like, hey, I know you're the best player in football right now, defensive player. Let's not pay you like it. You pay him, and then later down the road, like
we'll
the Patrick Mahomes,
area.
or people like you look at these. Aaron Donald did it where they restructure down the road.
Yeah, but you pay him in the area though. Like you just get to say like, hey, I get it. And that's why I said earlier this month, before the Micah deal was done, I said he's going to get 30. What was the number? It was 40 at that moment with Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett was at 40. That was the previous high. I said he's going to get 37. And I said if I was him, if I was Aidan Hutchinson, I would wait until the end of this year, because if you win defensive player of the year this year, and then you want to get 15 plus sacks, almost 20 sacks, whatever it is, you're able to go reset the market next offseason. And even if you get hurt, knock on wood, say he would have gotten hurt and he waited, he's still going to get the 37 no matter what. Like he's still going to get that same money. So like there was no like no risk in it. Like if you got hurt, they still know who you are. You're Aidan Hutchinson. And if you don't get hurt, you're going to end up being one of the best in the league, and you can go get that money. That if I was Hutch, that's what I would do personally.
Yeah, if you just want to play the season, he's going to go off and he'll get the money anyway. So it doesn't really matter what he does.
Yeah.
He's going to have a monster year. So I think there's a deal that's going to get done. I don't know if it's a 47 or up or a little under, whatever it is. I can see an argument for both sides, but he's going to get paid a lot.
Man.
He's getting paid a lot of money, a crap ton. Maybe you get more guaranteed money than Micah. I don't know. Maybe there's a way you can make him happy.
There's no like other edge rusher due, is there?
Edge rusher
Aidan
due.
Hutchinson.
But I'm saying besides Hutch, like there's nobody that could. Well, I don't think
next
like
year.
I'm saying, there's nobody in front of Hutch that could reset the market at this point, right? Like Bosa, Crosby, Myles Garrett, Micah, all of it. So I just don't want to see another defensive player be like, "Hey, give me 50."
Yeah,
right? And then now we're having those talks even more.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's on it. Maybe in the next like 2 years, but yeah, I don't think immediately. I think Micah. It was T.J. Watt, Micah, Aidan, and they're all paid. Well, except for Aidan, so he's gonna get that bag. But what do you think about the game, Klotz? I mean, we haven't been able to voice your thoughts on this this game today. Lions Packers. I think the Lions. The line last time I checked was 1.5, given it to the Packers at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Oh, and the Lions actually, by the way, are now favorites.
All of a sudden,
it switched.
Yes,
what
they
happened?
are
right.
minus 100.
Was there news that came? Oh, you know what it was? Okay, we should actually do this before we actually have this conversation.
Well, they're not favorites, but
Nice job, Unc.
it's
Walking in front of the
they're
camera.
not favorites. The
Amateur
Packers are
hour?
still slightly favorites. They're still slightly favorites, but it's basically a pick 'em at this
to
point.
pick them 1.5. Let's do this. Can we do this, class, before you go?
Yeah.
Hold on a
They're
sec.
no longer plus money like they were earlier, which is kind of crazy.
I'm gonna try and share my screen. Hold on, guys. For the people, this is good. This is good news. This is good radio here. What just happened? By
The
the way?
Browns just missed like a 30-yard kick to take the lead with 2 minutes left in the game.
All right. Packers inactives.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
why. That was. I saw that. I saw a tweet from
I was
2024.
about to say baller dog.
It said Jair Alexander. All right. Oh well, this is such a random account. I don't know. If we can do. Is this a better one? Yes. Ryan Wood seems like he's a ball.
Seems
knower.
like he's there.
Yeah. That guy feels like he's in that building right now. He's a Lambo.
Oh yeah, that inactive list.
Jeff. Yeah.
I can see why.
Yeah. So this changes everything. This changes everything. So Packers inactives today. Cornerback. They're CB1.
Yeah.
Nate Hobbs is out today. So who knows who's going to be guarding Amon-Ra or J-Mo? Safety Zane Anderson, offensive lineman Donovan Jennings, tight end Ben Simmons, defensive lineman Warren Brinson, and defensive lineman Baron Sorrell. But I think the big one is Nate Hobbs, boys.
And
I think that changes the odds.
And 2 defensive linemen, which by the way, like they're already weak on the interior. So
yeah.
I
Well,
don't
when
know.
we talked to what's his name earlier this week,
Dusty heavily.
Dusty. I love Dusty.
Shout out
He's
Dusty,
such a legend.
Hold it down.
But when we talked to Dusty about it, he was like, I don't know what they're going to do in the interior. They essentially just have like 3 guys in there, and 2 of them are rookies. So he was a little kind of taken aback that they even made that trade. But I don't know. I think the corner situation, and then here, let me do this, boys. What do I do here, Jeff? Just go back to this.
Yeah, just hit this here. I'll do it.
Well, I just want to share. I'm going to reshare.
Oh, then reshare it
Yeah.
then. I'll say
I
after.
want to get our Lions inactives, and then our Detroit Lions inactives for the people. Here we go. We back? We're back.
There we go.
Detroit Lions inactives. Thomas Harper. I think he's new.
Yep,
Brutal.
claimed him off
Brutal
waivers.
loss.
Thomas Harper. Sione Vaki out. Sorry, Caleb. That's a tough one for
Yeah,
Caleb over there.
earlier said no Vaki. I'm not watching.
My
I
guy-
think it's a fair take.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair take.
My guy Trevor Nowaski is out today as well. Chris Smith is out. Mekhi Wingo, who Dan yesterday or 2 days ago was like, he has looked very, very good. He is out.
He's close to coming
today.
back.
Yeah, I think next week he's going to play and he's going to hopefully look good. And then Tyrese Wheat, defensive lineman as well. All of those guys are out for today. So that just
Yeah. Bring on a guest.
let me bring on
No.
this guest real quick.
No.
My name is Booner. All right,
No,
I gotta
but
get this out of there.
I
What
think-
do I do? Remove.
There you go.
Yeah.
Remove.
And then just
We're
go to the
back.
second.
I
Oh, no, we're on
think
back.
we're
It
there.
already
Yeah, I
worked.
think
All
we're
right.
there.
Yeah, we're
I
straight.
think we're there.
straight. Come on,
How about that, guys? Huh?
Come
TD
on.
Lions
Boone.
game
TD
day.
in the
Let's
booth.
go, baby.
Lions game day.
No, but I mean, it kind of this goes hand in hand to what I say because we're gonna do score prediction all that later. But if you're Johnny Morton, Tate Ratledge, and all these inexperienced guys on the offense, or maybe somebody like Graham Glasgow, who's better at guard, playing at center, I don't think you could have had a better divisional matchup to have week one than where the Packers are at. Like, for Johnny Morton to be able to be like, you know what? There is not a single soul in that secondary, not named Xavier McKinney, that can keep up with this wide receiver core. There's no one on earth that's going to be able to cover anybody. Boom, carrot, I'll fix it.
Yeah, well,
and
you know what? Maybe we'll just go to straight audio.
What Klotz
Maybe
was
we just
saying.
do audio.
And we are a little technical difficulties. EOS webcam utility. That's we're getting that fixed for you guys here. It is week one for everyone, just like John Morton with the offense. You know, we're just figuring out some things here. Looks like we might have lost a camera. We might be down.
Yeah, no,
we are. We're rolling.
Don't worry, we're coming back.
And we're back.
Yeah,
we're
back.
here.
Yeah, that was a simple.
I do want to say this because Klotz brought up a good point, Jeff, for the game today, and I actually had this conversation with my cousin this morning before I left. Was just about like people kind of overreacting, and when it comes to guys like Johnny Morton and Calvin Shepard in this Lions offense, especially a new offense, I think a lot of Lions fans and a lot of people need to temper like their expectations a little bit. We had this conversation when they actually got first hired. Like, hey, you got to give them till week 7, 8 to be able to really know like if it's good or bad. And especially for it being week 1 versus Green Bay on the road, a divisional opponent, probably your best divisional opponent of the year, a road game.
It's the toughest divisional game.
Yeah, like this might be one of the toughest games on the schedule. Maybe not the best teams, but the toughest games. So you can't, in my opinion, like, yes, there are going to be moments where Johnny Morton does not like makes a bad play call or things don't go right. You can't judge who he is as an OC based off of today. And as well as my opinion, even like next week, I think like we had the conversations, like it's like week 5, 6, 7 until you really kind of get a sample size and he's able to get in there. Now, if you're in, 6 games in and John Morton's not making good play calls and the offense isn't looking like they used to, okay, we can have that conversation. I just can't see people like, and it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen if John Morton struggles a little bit. People are going to overreact. I'm not going to. I hope the boys don't. I hope the chat doesn't. I hope people that are like understand what it takes to kind of get an offense, especially in a game like today. Now, this is a tough game.
Yeah, there's a difference between like stating what you saw and like projecting. Like if they have a bad game offensively, it's okay to be like John Morton, the offense looked bad. But I'm not going to sit here and say he's not going to be good. Like I'm still going to say on Monday,
can't overreact, and I think a lot of people will do it. We know kind of how it works with that, but
yeah, you just you be wary a little bit. Try not to overreact. But I do. I hope that. I mean, you got not just offense but defense. Like Calvin Shepard. Like how do they look today? Because this wide receiver core for the Packers, Matthew Golden's the number 1. He's a rookie. Christian Watson's out. Dobbs drops everything.
Jaden Reed's hurt. I don't know if he's playing, but he's obviously playing.
His foot, I think.
Wicks had I think Dusty mentioned one of the highest drop rates in the league. I think the Packers wide receiver core had the highest drop rate in the league.
Where's that other wide receiver that me and you were texting about the other day?
Bo Melton is now a corner.
He's lined up, going to have to cover JMO.
And he's their cornerback 3.
Elevated now.
No, I'm saying 4 now 3.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But so he's going to be. He's going to be out there.
Okay, so you got Isaac Tesla.
Yeah. Or Khalif.
Khalif Raymond. I think. Just to kind of sum it up, like there's going to be those growing pains with the coordinators. And I think today, you're going to see it, but I don't think this is going to be one of those games because I understand it's week 1, but you look even at the Packers defensively, all the turnover that they've had with this Micah Parsons trade, and he's not even going to be 100%. We're not going to see the Micah that we're going to see the rest of the season as the Lions till whenever they match up again. This will be the least amount Micah will play besides injuries. So the Lions, I think today really could raise the floor of what they were going to do before because of the injury to Nate Hobbs. It's going to open everything up in the secondary. And then just what the Lions have going for them, it's taken the pressure off, especially the fact that they're not even favorites now. Like the Packers at home are the ones with the back against the wall, and that's where Dan Campbell and this team really steps up the most.
Yeah, the coordinators you're gonna want to see this offense. Obviously, some of the new pieces and the coaching staff they get to debut. Most of the team is the same. Maybe you have rookies that are going to be playing today. Yep. Tate Ratledge, Tyleek Williams, your boy Klotz, which he's going to have a massive role.
What did you guys call him on the show the other day? The Dancing Bear?
The Dancing Bear.
That's what Dan and Brad called him.
They've been calling him the Dancing Bear.
Can I say something that's going to be really I don't know if it's messed up, but I think it's something that solves a solution that we were talking about earlier. I really hope that Tyreek Williams is like a stud year one, so they have some way to move off this Lee McNeil contract.
Well,
Like,
he'll be DJ Reader's replacement.
You can draft a run stopper in the second round. You know what I mean? Especially if
No, that's
like,
fair.
Like
Yeah.
I think if Tyreek
You could sign
hits,
someone else. You sign DJ
that like
Reader,
you could bring
not-
in a Roy Lopez. Like I know you get a
No,
rotation there, but you get what I'm saying. Like I'm saying,
No.
like they go out and they get these run stuffer guys for cheap, and you can draft one. Like you can get another Tyreek. I think that if Tyreek can go out there this season and really go out and show that he can be a defensive tackle one in the NFL, what that does financially for this team, if they can get off that Aleem contract, that's why I say kind of sounds messed up to say.
I've got
Oh
some
my
insider
God.
information. You
Go
want
ahead.
some?
Yeah.
From my sources.
Not many people hit the interviews and hit the audios like you, Boone.
Brad Holmes isn't moving on from Elite
You don't think so?
There's no chance.
Well, it's not even. Yeah, it's not
Brad
even about
Holmes
whether.
is not, that's,
it's
that's my own source. That's from me.
Well, it's not. It's not even about whether or not he'll do it. It's about even if he wanted to, who's taking that? Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, there's somebody.
No,
There's
no
somebody.
way.
No one's taking that contract, dude. There's no way. Unless they you just eat it or something. But I think he'll be. They're gonna just let it ride out. He's fine. He's a good player. It's just I don't know. He's gonna have to prove. Probably not. It's probably unfair to expect him to come back and be that player. But next season, you want a top 5 DT, like fully healthy. This guy, you want like a freaking Quinnen Williams, Dexter Lawrence impact on a night, like on a week-to-week basis. That's what you expect. So that's kind of what it is. Shifgott says Tyreek could go off today. Like Tyreek today, I think so. I think in the run, I've been saying this kind of all week. I have no worry about the run defense today. I think the run defense is going to be elite. I think Tyreek's going to be very good in the run. Against the run. DJ Reader, of course. Aiden's great against the run. Davenport, you can make all the jokes you want. He can actually defend the run. Yeah. So I actually think, and I've already said this, Josh Jacobs today, I don't think has a massive day. I think Josh Jacobs is contained today. Not saying he doesn't score or anything.
He's never ran over the lines either. Like the ways, and they never keep going back to it, especially, I think it was the one when they were in Detroit last year. The way that they get Josh Jacobs going is through checkdowns and screen games. And if Jack Campbell has a day, Josh Jacobs will be eliminated. Jack Campbell, I think, just because I think he's going to be, this is your defense now all offseason. You go out there and you stone Josh Jacobs in that first half, the tone's going to be set and they're going to be looking other ways and they're going to have to drop back with Jordan Love. And that's when he tries to make plays. He'll make some, but then that's when Kirby gets picks. Brian Branch is laying out wide receivers and the Packers just get flustered. So I think between Tyreek and Jack Campbell, that's who really can set the tone for this defense against the Packers.
Yeah, he's going to be great. I mean, you look in the cornerback room too, like Terran Arnold. What kind of Terran? I mean, people have been saying he's looking like CB1 out there. That's what, and Calvin even kind of doubled down on that and says he's looked really good. Confidence wise, he talks like a CB1. Mm-hmm. Play wise, he's looked like that in training camp, facing this offense, which is probably the best thing for him to face these receivers every day. I think this is a good test for him, not to like disrespect any of the Packers wide receivers. I think Dobbs can play. He's not on the level of other guys. He can play. He can make some plays. He's a little scrappy. But I think this is a good like week 1 for Terran Arnold because he'll probably be. I think DJ Reed matches up best with Golden. You probably put him on Matthew Golden.
Yeah, it's fair.
And then Terran Arnold probably gets Dobbs, which I think is a great matchup for him. I think this is a good like, hey, show the NFL or show Lions fans or show yourself that you could be a number 1 corner here. I know he's guarding.
Oh my gosh,
that's a winner.
I don't want to do Booner bets right now, but I just formed
something. It's a great momentum.
I just formed one of the greatest parlays of all time for this Lions team.
Let me pull out my.
I've got it.
All right, go.
Hold on.
I've got to put a little bit of. I've got to put that. I got it. This parlay. Listen, do you guys want to do Booner bets now? Do you guys want to do?
No, do it now.
All of it, the whole thing.
Yeah, might as well.
What do you think? You guys are good.
Yeah, I mean it's 356 anyways.
All right, let me put this in real quick just so I can lock this in. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful bet. Oh, and then this guy just real quick before. I know this is bad radio from Boone, but look at this right here.
What is it? I don't got my glasses on.
It says I don't have enough, but I do.
That's what was happening to me earlier. Log out, log back in.
It was because I have $1, but the $1 I think might be a casino.
Oh,
that might have been with you, right?
I know. I had to log back out. It was pissing me off.
Check it. Look. What's my $1?
Placing bets and driving. It's told I don't have enough money, and I'm going in my bank app while I'm driving now.
So all right, Booner bets. You guys ready? People ready?
Yep.
Next, I put in $25 on this parlay, Boone. It better hit. All right, I have 2 different parlays. I have Booner's lay of the day. I have the legacy player, and I have a couple straight bets.
Okay.
Let's start with the straight bets.
All right.
Detroit Lions team total. I think it's 23.5. You guys just all want to take that?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, dude.
Wait
they
a
have
second.
no secondary.
Hold on. Let me double
They
check
have-
and make sure that's the number. It might have changed. Let me just double check.
Absurd if it is. Well, the
I wanna
over
give an
under
accurate-
even or the line for the game
Team total?
points.
Detroit Lions team total 23.5. Over. Give me 24. The 3
What are the
touchdowns.
odds on that?
Just even minus 128. Like just right there.
Dude, yeah, that's a steal.
That's basically just 3 touchdowns and a field goal. So that's the first bet I'm taking. The second bet I'm taking, this is going to sound crazy, boys. I've been saying it all along. I like Jameson Williams 60 plus yards today.
So do I.
I think
Wow.
I think his line might be in the 50s. His line's 52.5. I like 60. I think they take a deep shot at Jamo. I think Jamo, if you want to do like a parlay with Jamo to get like 60, a touchdown in like 3 catches or something, I think that hits. So I like that as a straight bet. I'm running back something from last year, boys. Interceptions. The fact we're starting in Green Bay, I think it would be a disservice of me
I think this is fair.
to not give out an interception today.
You
I think
you hit it in an insane
six-
clip on this too.
6 straight
I think
games to start last season.
I think you only missed one last year.
Yeah,
And,
and
like,
I
you missed
even
one,
gave
you
out
got
the
back on
Carlton
track.
Davis one with the versus the Houston Texans. But Kirby Joseph plus 350 interception today. I think it would be a disservice not to
Yeah.
to
Respectfully,
have
yes.
that. So Kirby, and then another one that I just showed you, boys. So if you guys want to do this, I'm giving the people an opportunity here. You can do 1 or 2. There's 2 bets with this one.
Okay.
Aidan Hutchinson to record a sack is even money.
Okay.
Put that on.
Yeah.
There is no chance Aidan Hutchinson doesn't have to get a sack. Aidan Hutchinson to get 2 sacks, it's plus 570. Give me Aidan Hutchinson
Who
to
do
get 2
they?
sacks
They got
today.
Jordan Morgan, don't they?
I don't know who they have. I don't
gotta-
care who they have, Klotzy. He's
Well,
getting 2 sacks.
I will feel very confident about the 2 sack number if it's just some jag out there.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. So those are the straight bets. You guys ready?
Yep.
Jeff's making something over here.
No, dude, why,
Well,
dude,
we're
dude,
talking. We're on a show together. I'm trying to talk to you. You're not listening.
I'm
and
listening.
You're just on
I'm
your
listening.
phone.
I'm listening.
I'll send you a parlay.
Get the fuck out of your phone.
Yeah, I'm trying. Klotz is interacting with me. I feel like I'm talking to a ghost over here.
I'm looking.
And then I look, and then he goes,
You're talking to Tua's passing
He hit me
yards
with
over there.
this. He said,
Yeah,
Keep going.
mind your
100%.
business.
Keep going.
Let me get
100%.
this out.
We're on a show together.
He's making his own parlay over
This
there.
is bad radio. You're focus on it.
We're not on radio. We're on camera.
Focus on your thing. You're
Bad
good.
camera work.
All right.
Got a face for radio.
I'll
Jeff.
talk to you, Klotz. Me and you will do
Come on.
this late because this guy's on the show. Caleb, come swap in for this kid over here, Hollywood over here. All right. Booner's lay of the day. People ready for the lay of the day?
No. Let me save this.
Actually, yeah, I'll do Booner's lay of the day first, and then we'll do legacy player. Legacy player last year, I think I hit at like 10 out of
Another
7.
very
or so.
high clip.
It was a very high clip last year. The year
Good
before,
betting year for you overall. dude.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit where it's due.
in the year before, I think it was like 14-3. The Booner, the legacy player of the week. Let's do this lay of the day. I have it boosted, so I'm going to give you guys the boosted number. I have it at plus 705, which is a lot of good money.
Okay.
But I have Jahmyr Gibbs 80 all-purpose yards. You guys like that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
80 all-purpose Jahmyr Gibbs. Amon-Ra St. Brown 50 receiving yards. How do we feel?
Love
That
that.
he's gonna
50?
get
Nate
that.
Hobbs is out.
Yes.
Who's
Oh,
guarding
he's gonna
him?
cook.
Corey
no one's,
Ballantyne.
Yeah, no one's
Corey
gonna cover him.
Ballantyne.
So Jahmyr Gibbs 80, Amon-Ra 50, Jameson Williams 40 receiving yards.
Get it in the catch.
I'm gonna do the 40 and play it safe. I
40?
like more than that.
I
though.
just like
I'd
40
be
because
50.
you're going to see because the next one I also have Sam Laporta. So I
Gotcha.
went all 3 of their receivers or weapons. I have Sam Laporta at 30. What
He's
if-
doing
Oh, he
that.
dropped
Dropped
it.
it.
I have Sam Laporta
Yeah.
at 30.
30.
Yep. And then I have Jared Goff at 200 passing yards. And then I moved the Lions team total under or down to over 20.5 points. So 3 touchdowns. So
Which
it's,
is going to happen.
so it's Jahmyr Gibbs 80 all purpose. It's Amon-Ra 50, Jamo 40, Sam Laporta 30, Jared 200, and over 20.5 for the Detroit Lions. I got it at plus 705.
How mad would you be if I moved the over to 21?
You can do what you want. I'm not mad at all.
How ignorant do you think that would be? 21 and a half
It's
instead of
it's
20.
not a football number. 22 is not a football number.
What did I say?
21 and a half. That's 22. That's not a football number.
So do you think I might as well just
You might as well just take the normal team
Yeah,
total.
you'll take the
23.
football number. 3 touchdowns.
But I think
How do they get to 22 though? What if they had 3 touchdowns?
No, you're right. You're right. So, but here's
Yeah,
my next question: do I just go to 23.5 then?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Because
okay.
that's a score. That's a
Thank
field
You go to
goal.
the football.
Good
number.
guidance there.
That's why when you do those football numbers, guys, if you're betting team totals, numbers, especially even over unders, football numbers. So that's the parlay plus 705.
It's weird how some of these lines. I don't know. I was looking at some of these lines. It's kind of like absurd. Like I don't know. Maybe it's week 1. Is that what?
Yeah, just no one knows. That's why.
Like David Montgomery's 25
plus-
rushing yards is
you
like
can
minus
always-
200.
The fact that he's plus money for a
What?
touchdown.
You can always get, and I think
Crazy
and
lines week 1.
Unk's over there, and he probably knows this too. Especially with the Lions, since we do know so much about them, you can always find different angles to kind of not steal from the sports books, but you can
manipulate
finesse
them.
because they don't know. They have no clue. They're basically just going off of the market essentially. So that's Booner's lay of the day. Gibbs 80, Amon-Ra 50, JMO 40, Laporta 30. Jared 200 and over 20.5. Legacy player of the game, boys. I already told it to you guys, so you guys cannot guess it. But this feels like one of the easiest legacy players that I've had in a long time. I think the line is the most disrespectful line in the NFL.
I think our house is burning down.
We've got a fire.
Place the batteries.
We've got a fire. But I think this is the most disrespectful line that I've seen in the NFL at all.
Thing is derailing. I know Boone's brain is flustered.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Yeah, there's the monkey with the fucking.
All right, we're good. We're back. Legacy player.
Fuck, I'm sweating, boys. Come on, Boone.
David Montgomery.
there you go.
David Montgomery, his line, I got it this morning. I don't know if it's moved. I apologize to the people if it's moved. Get it whatever it's at. I have his line at David Montgomery over 39.5 rushing yards. So we only need 40 out of him. And then I have a David Montgomery anytime touchdown plus 144.
That's crazy.
It should not be at plus
It's
144.
down to
Plus
130 right
money
now.
in general.
No,
It's probably definitely moved up to this point. Jeff, you might have to make sure there's no fire in your house. There actually might be a fire.
I trust Tammy.
Oh,
I trust
Tammy's
her
here?
judgment. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she was here. I haven't seen her yet. Oh, let's go.
Well,
I went up there. No one was up there.
Just as calmly sitting down there, like, yeah, the house might be burning.
No,
I was up there earlier.
Show's priority.
I was up there earlier, and there was no one up there. So
Nah,
I was
when
like,
I
there
went
actually
out
might
there
be
to
a
grab my
problem.
medicine earlier. So
Oh, shout
I
out
think I
Tammy.
said something about JMO earlier, and this thing, it's just karma now.
Oh,
I think
man.
this whole thing's gonna burn down.
So that's the legacy player. That's the
Love
lay
it.
of the
Love
day.
the
Those are the
Montgomery.
straights. This is the bet that I did just put in earlier when Klotz was looking at me, and he was like, "I think you have to give that one out." This one, it is not on FanDuel. It's not on any of the. It's on DraftKings.
Okay.
So if you want to bet it, you have to go on DraftKings. Caleb, DraftKings. If you want to bet,
I've been 2 years waiting to get verified on DraftKings.
you might have to just go restart it.
I've
Oh man,
new email. It always just, hey, you already have an account.
you guys are gonna love
Sucks.
this parlay. So the first leg, and then by the way, this parlay is plus 1,800.
Oh my
Dude, of course I don't.
But it's plus 1,800 with the boost. It's plus 1,250 without the boost.
Either way.
But I'm telling you, and when you guys hear this, you're gonna say, "Booner, this is hit. This is perfect." Are you ready for this, guys?
I'm ready.
First lay, Aidan Hutchinson sack.
Okay.
That's
We
gonna
talked
happen.
About that. Yeah.
That is
okay.
going to
Second one,
happen.
Alex Anzalone, 6 total
This
tackles.
is a defense.
Dude,
Oh, he's
Doing a
getting gritty.
defensive
He's getting
parlay.
gritty with
All
this
right.
one.
6
You know
total
I'm an
tackles.
Anzo guy, yeah.
Jack Campbell, 8 total tackles.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
gonna
impossible.
happen.
David Montgomery, 25 yards.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a gift.
Sam
That's gonna
Laporta,
happen.
25 yards.
Yes.
And my favorite and final one, Khalif Raymond, 15 yards.
This is a long shot parlay, but it's fucking.
You know what?
gritty.
You're taking it from. You might as well. You know what you should do?
Parlay.
Add in Jake Bates. You
Total
might as well.
points, yeah.
I already put it in.
Just start taking from
This
everything,
might be
dude.
the greatest Detroit Lions parlay of all time.
That's a sicko parlay. The fact you have 3 defensive legs followed up with Sam Laporta is fine, David Montgomery, and then Khalif Raymond. Those are 4 gritty ass lines you got. In
What
there,
leg
It's a gritty
loses?
line.
if you want me to be completely honest,
I don't know enough about the
I-
tackle stuff.
I was going to say
I don't know.
Jack or Anzo is going to hit. Doesn't say it doesn't happen. That's why it says it's not possible. Very few times do you see both linebackers going off. Usually one's taking on a block, one's making the tackle. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
it could happen, but when you got Brian Branch in there too, I would go with Jack. And then maybe, but again, bro, for the odds,
Mhm.
they're going to be running the ball a lot. When they're not running oh my God, Garrett Wilson just died. That was on 4th down too. They're going to be checking it down to Josh Jacobs a lot and Tucker Kraft a lot. Who's going to be in the area?
I'm telling you.
Dan Garrett Wilson just got absolutely destroyed.
By Jalen Ramsey, too.
By the way, the Jets covered.
Is he okay? Because I have him in fantasy.
The Jets covered our pick 'em.
anyways.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
And
They
still
scored
lost,
30-something points.
I thought this game was going to be like 13-9.
Jalen Ramsey just gamed it. But yeah, all right, we got the game coming up, boys. What do you guys want to do here? Score predictions?
Yeah.
Score predictions, and then we'll go live before the game. I listen. This is what I think this game's going to go, boys. I didn't know that we have the inactive, so we probably have a different. I'm a little more confident in it. I think this run defense is going to be good. I think the defense is going to have a good day today. I think the Packers are going to score under 20 points. I think they'll have 17 today.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I think. But I think the Lions aren't going to have a huge scoring offense, huge scoring output offensively either. I think it's going to be like a lower. I don't know if this is lower scoring in today's NFL. I guess it would be. I have the Lions winning this football game 23-17. Gritty. Give me the Lions.
I mean,
So you don't have the team total over.
Yeah, it's 23. Yours is 20.5. That's Klotz's. You just raised it?
No, I'm saying the Lions team total is 23.5 today. When I said it earlier,
what's
you
in
were
your
like,
parlay?
That's easy.
No. Your parlay.
No, I know, but when I gave out the Lions team total is a single bet.
Oh, then that's not easy.
I said it's over.
That's
20,
not easy.
I said it's over 23
That's
and a
not
half.
easy.
And
I thought
you were like,
I'm referring to your parlay.
You were like, damn, but that's that's easy
Your
for the
parlay,
Lions. Why
your
is that so
parlay
low?
is going to hit. They're going to score over 20, 21, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to be a 30-point showing today. I don't. So I correct that. It won't be easy.
I mean, I appreciate it because you were just boosting me up.
Yeah.
But
No, 23-17 Lions.
Boone, I'll go next just because I know. I haven't heard. You do the best.
I don't even have a score prediction. I'm just kidding. I'll have one.
My thing is this, okay, guys. This Packers defense, I still think they have playmakers, and you have a first-year offensive coordinator. You have two vital offensive linemen from last year, in Zeitler and Frank Ragnow, missing new defensive coordinator, and you're in Lambeau, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. And I think that the Lions still find a way to just dick down the Packers in Lambeau. I think that the Packers offense, their wide receiver one is a guy who's going to be lining up for one of the better secondaries in the NFL this year. Wide receiver two is hurt. Tucker Kraft cheese, as Kirby Joseph said. Jordan Love, there's a pick or two coming. The Packers aren't scoring above 17 points, and the Lions are scoring above 24 points, okay? I'm going Lions 27, Packers 14.
14.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That bum-ass kicker ain't making anything either. Get him out of here. Lions dominate. It's going to be one of those games where Lions control the game through all four quarters, and the Packers come out second half, put maybe a scoring drive or two together.
All right. I like that, boys. You both have cute scores, which I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, that was mean.
Incoming 34-6 from Booner. I mean,
41-17. No, I think it's good. Listen, I'll tell you what. Football is back, boys. Lions football is back. Jeff, can you do me one favor?
Mm-hmm.
You promise. You will do it.
No.
If
I gotta see what it is.
I need both of you to do it.
No.
I need both of you to do it.
I can't know.
It's like we're in church right now.
I gotta know.
Sunday, and I want each of you. You can do it on the sides. Take a sip.
Oh yeah,
I want this. It's like we're in church right now. This is the holy water. Hey, I need the whole. This is the holy water. It is Sunday football. We're passing the Kool-Aid around. We're taking a sip to start the season. Hold on. Let me get mine. I'm gonna do mine out of the.
That's not a little blue Kool-Aid, Lucas. Don't you tell me what to do with it.
I don't need to hear
I want to pass all the way around. Take it out of the side, please. We all may be sick.
You enjoy that shit. All right.
Listen, Lions football is back. Everyone hates the Detroit Lions all of a sudden. National media said the Detroit Lions are done. The coordinators, Jared Goff isn't great. They don't know what's going to happen with this Lions team. They're no longer contenders. A guy sitting to my left right here is saying the Detroit Lions cannot win the Super Bowl. And he can't be more wrong. This Detroit Lions team Super Bowl starts today. The Booner Path, Caleb, it starts today. We are back. Give me the Detroit Lions 31. Give me the Green Bay Packers 21. 31-21 Detroit Lions. And then I will drink the Kool-Aid tonight. And we're officially back for another football season. And I promise you what, we are not going to lose in the playoffs this year. And they're going to go win a Super Bowl.
I hope you're right, Brady. I hope you're right.
That's it. That's the show.
We'll catch you on the watch party.
Watch party. Let's go, baby.
Now. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Peace.
I am sweating so bad.